Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're doing this super hot look with a super glossy orange lip and a matte smoky eye. I'm going to start by priming my skin with my Onami Powerful Priming Serum. This is just going to help to plump up my skin and allow my foundation to blend on super seamlessly. Once that's blended in, I'm using, of course, my Lancome Tuxedo Ultra. This is my Holy Grail foundation. Get used to it. I'm just applying that with my fingers in a sort of messy slapdash kind of way because I'm going to be pressing that into place with a dampened beauty blender to get full coverage but still a natural skin-like effect. Once my foundation is on, I'm going to be applying a little bit of concealer. This is the Laura Geller Baked Radiance Creamy Concealer in the shade Porcelain, and I'm applying that around my eye area, the center of my nose, top lip, kind of the corners of my mouth and chin, just anywhere that I want to highlight on the skin as well as conceal. And then I'm going to take that between the brows as well. And again, back to my beauty blender, I'm just going to be pressing that all into place. And to set my base, I'm going to be using my Derma Blend powder, especially underneath the eye, and then I'm going to kind of take the rest everywhere else on the face just to make sure the cream products are nice and set. Then I'm going to go onto bronzer. This bronzer I used in my last video. This is the new Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in Fair to Light. And I'm just applying that like I do with pretty much any other bronzer, taking it around my hairline, sort of bronzing underneath and over top of my cheekbones to give a little bit of structure, but also just kind of warm up the complexion. This is my favorite way to apply bronzer. And for a hot flush on the cheek, I am grabbing a warm kind of corally color from Bourjois, and I'm applying that sort of to the apple of my cheek and up the cheekbone. And then I'm going to use 3 different shades of the new Click and Glow from Lancome. I just kind of got these the other day, and so I'm kind of playing with them. I'm using the rose gold color as a blush topper, so I'm applying it right over where my blush is, patting it in with my beauty blender, making sure to get it all the way down to where that blush ends there. Pressing that in, and then I'm going in with the gold shade as sort of a general highlight right on top of the cheekbones, nose, top lip, chin, and then of course back to my beauty blender to tap that in. And then to really amp up just kind of the very, very high point, I'm going in with the lightest shade. This one I think is called Roses, and I'm taking that just on the very tip of the cheekbone, the very center of the nose, and then really highlighting the very, very highest points of the top lip there. And then I'm just going to press that in with my fingertip and then sort of pat it out with the beauty blender to make sure everything is nice, seamless, blended, and perfect. Then I'm going to check myself out in the monitor and then pop a little bit of that right in the inner corners why I wanted to add a little bit of highlight to the eye. And then I'm also going to take this underneath the brow bone and blend in with my fingertips. To prime my lids for the matte smoky shadows I'm going to be applying in just a second, I'm using my Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. This is the best eyeshadow primer ever, ever, ever. Get your hands on it. I'm tapping it in with a beauty blender to make sure it's nice and blended, and then setting everything with a little spray from Laura Geller. And for shadows today, I'm using the matte side of my Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I'm starting with the 2 warmer mid-tone browns, and I'm going to be using these sort of in the transition area and the crease. And I'm also taking that right to where the eyebrow and nose sort of connects for a little bit of contour and shaping there. This has been really flattering on my eye shape. And then I'm taking the chocolate brown right through the socket line a little bit deeper and a little bit lower to get more of that gradient effect. I'm going to go ahead and hit my brows before I move on to liner. Today I'm using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power for my brows. I actually have run out of my favorite brow pencil and I need to pick up another one, but for now this will do, and I'm just filling that in, and then of course using my favorite clear brow gel over top. That is the Sourcil Styler from Lancome in Clear, and that just holds everything nice and fluffy. Alright, so bear with me. Liner is going to be a journey, but I will get there in the end. I start out with liquid. This is Lancome Grandiose liquid liner. This is my favorite liquid liner, and I'm just going to do a very thin line of that all the way around the eye, so upper, all the way in through the inner corner, all the way around the outer corner, and all the way underneath the eye. And I'm really making sure to get all the way between the lashes because I really don't want a ton of skin showing through there. So it's going kind of vertically and then really wiggling it between the lash line to make sure I have a nice connected effect. To blend that in and get the smokiness going, I'm grabbing the matte black shadow from the full exposure palette and I'm just blending that liner out a little bit, or a lot of it. I'm blending all the way into the inner corner and all the way across the lower lash line as well. I want this smoky all the way around the eye. With that same brush and that same black, I'm going to start bringing that black up into the outer corner and crease. I'm kind of mapping out the shape that I want and then blending with a clean brush. I will kind of build and blend and build and blend to get the amount of smokiness. I wasn't, again, quite sure how smoky I wanted to go, so I kind of go back and forth until I get exactly the level that I'm looking for. I, in the end, went pretty smoky. So here's where I could have started with this. I am going in with a kohl pencil. This one's dark brown, but again, I'm going to top it with the black shadow. I probably could have done this and skipped the liquid liner fuss, but this is just going to kind of add to the blendiness. And I'm, again, of course, going back over with that black shadow to make sure everything is nice and blended, but this just gave everything a little bit more depth. And again, my clean brush to make sure everything's seamless. Once everything's blended, I'm taking a little bit of that blush color and just running that all the way around the eye, but just on the very outer, and that's just going to help everything blend into the complexion a little bit better so it doesn't just look like stark ending eyeshadow. Then I'm going to curl my lashes, move on to a bit of mascara. Today I'm using Monsieur Big from Lancome. This is their new super full, thick, fat mascara, and I'm going to put on like 85 coats of that. And while that's drying, before I put lashes on, I am going to line my lips. Today I'm using orange on my lips because I am here for it. It's summertime. It's time for the orange lipstick. This is a Rimmel lip liner, I think it is. And then I'm going on with Urban Decay Bang, which is a beautiful, beautiful, vibrant, but still deep. It's not like a neon or anything, but it's a vibrant orange. And I am just applying that all over. And then lashes, I didn't have any tweezers, so here we are struggling with fingertips, but we get there in the end. And then I am just kind of filling in the glue that is still white with a little bit of liquid liner and just thickening up the line to make sure that the lash band is completely seamless. And then coating the lashes with a little bit more of that mascara so that everything is blended. And then to amp the lips up a little bit more, I'm going in with a clear gloss over top just to kind of make those lips even more of a big statement than they already were. And that is the finished look. I love this. I think it's super hot. I was really inspired by the summer kind of heat with the orange warm lip, the warm glowy skin, and that smoky matte eye. I hope you all love this look. I really enjoyed doing this. This is something I would totally wear. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click on the icon on my face now to be subscribed, and then check out my most recent videos by clicking on the playlist above. All the products I used today are going to be listed in the description box below for you, and I will see you all next time. Bye!